U20 is going down on mat number 3. My guy JD Rader on the call for those. We're going to move up to 70 kilograms now here on mat number 4. PJ Duke in the blue taking on Landon Robideau. Duke won this match at the U.S. Open. I believe it was an 8-3 final score there in the semifinals of the U.S. Open that Duke went on to win, so he got to sit the challenge tournament out while Landon Robideau won the challenge tournament, defeating Jackson Joy in the semifinals 12-6, then defeated Melvin Miller 3-2. Miller, the runner-up at the Open to Duke. Duke also, we saw him a couple weeks ago, wrestled the Senior World Team Trials. Won the weight at 70 kilograms, taking out 2 national champions in Antrell Taylor and Ridge Lovett. Also defeated Bryce Andonian. So he will be wrestling in Final X for the Senior World Team spot against Yanni Dakmahalis in 2 weeks. But these guys really physical hand fighters. Robideau already warned for passivity a minute into this first period. These guys seniors in high school. Duke headed to Penn State. As you see Cody Sanderson and his high school coach, KD, in his corner. So there's a second passivity warning on Robideau. He will go on the 30-second shot clock. He's unable to score. Duke will earn a point. While Robideau headed to Oklahoma State. He's got Brian Pearsall and head coach David Taylor in his corner. Just 10 seconds to go on the shot clock for Robideau. Doesn't seem too concerned about it. And there's the point for Duke. He's going to take the 1-0 lead. There's a first passivity warning on Duke. Duke drops in on the single leg. He's got his hands locked, taking Robideau towards the edge. See if he fights for the takedown here. Robideau going to turn down. He's in quad pod. Duke trying to bring that knee down, third supporting point, but he's going to get the 4. Duke brings him straight back. And that's kind of the line you tiptoe there when you fight off that quad pod, but it's actually going to be just 1 confirmed there for Duke, as they're saying Robideau stepped out first and not give continuation there. So just a 1 point. Really a blessing there for Robideau. Could be a huge hole, but just now trailing 2-0 with short time to go in this first period. That'll do it for the first period. Duke leads 2-0 at the break. As I mentioned, both these guys so physical. It's incredibly impressive that Robideau is able to hand fight with a guy like PJ Duke, as I mentioned, we saw just, he's shown he's had the ability to hand fight senior level guys into the ground. Duke was the representative at this weight a year ago at the U20s. Went on to win a bronze medal for the United States back in September. Shot by Robideau. Had his hands off for just a second. Now Duke looking to counter score here. You're grounded. No score there. We were grounded in Front headlock. Heady there by Robideau to ground himself, avoid giving up the step out point. So you saw Duke, such a hard guy to get to. Robideau was probably 90% of the way to that leg of Duke, but wasn't able to get his hands locked. And you kind of get right into Duke's wheelhouse with his counter offense. Passive offered and confirmed on Robideau. He will go back on the 30-second shot clock. So this is big for Robideau. He should really push to score here. Going down 3 is a huge difference compared to 2. See him picking up his offense now. Trying to get through the hands of Duke. It's a lot easier said than done. There's going to be another point for Duke. We'll go up 3-0 now off another passivity point. Shot attempt for Robideau. Re-attack for Duke, and that was beautiful. On the double, looking to go back to the lace. Robideau able to get his knees wide, get to his belly, make it 5-0 in favor of Duke with 1:09 to go in the second. Another shot for Robideau. Duke, the front headlock now goes pick on the counter. Now leads 7-0. As I mentioned, the counter offense is Duke so impressive. And just find his way to legs out of that front headlock. Got 35 to go in the second period. Another low ankle attempt there for Robideau. Duke just staying at home here. Keeping his head and hands down. Got to step out of the way. That swing single attempt. And that'll do it for round 1 of this best 2 out of 3 final series. PJ Duke takes the first match 7-0. Here we go, 70 kilograms. Match number 2, the best 2 out of 3 series here. The world team spot on the line. Duke took the first match 7-0 for Landon Robideau. These two also hit at the U.S. Open, where it was an 8-3 win for Duke.
Duke looking to score, and one didn't give Duke too much time to continue to work for that takedown in quad pod, but he's not stressing over it.
Talking about active guys lately with Marcus Blaze earlier. Duke, we saw him win the U.S. Open at U20s and saw him at the World Team Trials 2 weeks ago in the senior level. He's able to win that, so he'll be competing in Final X against Yanni Diakomahalis for the 70-kilogram senior world team spot here in a couple weeks. But Landon Robideau able to pick up a takedown. Looking for the gut on the edge, but they go out of bounds.
Yeah, Duke was threatening defensively there, looking for the far ankle. But Robideau did a good job keeping those ankles back and securing the takedown.
These are another 2 guys just really impressive with how young they are, just how physical they are in the hand fight, and just really powerful wrestlers.
Yeah, 2 words, college ready.
Absolutely. Saw Duke 2 weeks ago at the senior world team trials take out back-to-back national champions.
Yeah, maybe I can just pass college and say senior level ready.
Senior level ready, absolutely.
Nice shot there by Duke, and the quick finish.
Yeah, he made that one look easy, as it looked like Robideau was going to be able to kind of catch him with a whizzer there, kind of seatbelt position, but Duke just powered through it to take the 3-2 lead now with just over a minute to go in the first.
Robideau looking to attack, but down block, drag, go behind for Duke. Textbook stuff there from PJ Duke.
It's hard to have both power and just unreal speed, but Duke does have both.
Yes, he does.
So good with those drags, as well as able to just snap guys through the earth.
Robideau looks to go far ankle defense as Duke gets to the legs. Robideau's doing a good job here. He's trying to kick off in that armpit, but lost the ankle, so Duke finishes right into a lace. Can he get it? No. Robideau pulls that right knee up, separates the knees and the ankles to avoid getting laced as well, but the damage still done by PJ Duke. He now leads by 5 points, 7-2.
Some fun far ankle scramble stuff right there. Duke was able to use his near ankle to kick that hand off, get that far ankle free, secure him the takedown.
Duke trying to score late, 3 seconds. No takedown yet, and time runs out. No takedown, so we're going to go into the break. PJ Duke up 7-2.
Yeah, Duke seemed like just later the period got on and just more he was picking it up. It was almost off the whistle there. He went to that low double. Another possible Penn State, Oklahoma State future rivalry in the making here with Duke headed to Penn State next year and Robideau, Oklahoma State.
Nice low-level shot from Duke. Hasn't finished yet, coming behind. He's got it shelved, and Robideau somehow kicked out, and then Duke somehow circled on the edge to avoid giving up the step out. That's high-level wrestling right there, Mason.
Absolutely. Just the timing there by Duke. Kind of timed the foot fake of Robideau to catch the ankle. So it's even more impressive Robideau was able to fight it off.
And now Duke going back to that down block, drag, go behind that he hit in the first period for another takedown.
Man, if you're Robideau, you just got to be thinking, what do I got to do against this guy?
Right.
Just relentless. Robideau's done showed off some incredible defense and offensive awareness in this match so far, but hasn't really been able to show much against Duke. Duke was on this U20 team a year ago at 70 kilos, won a bronze medal.
The two trading head cartwheels a little bit before Robideau comes out on top. It was a nice reattack by Duke, but Robideau not going down without a fight here.
Yeah, it was like almost a switch off the shot by Robideau, the shot by Duke, and then like a switch for Robideau to pick up that takedown. At the Pittsburgh Wrestling Classic a couple months ago, I got to watch Ladarian Lockett and Robideau train before the event, and just some awesome exchanges between those two. And right then and there, I knew Robideau, he was this good, but to see PJ Duke kind of put up the points like this against him is even more impressive.
Yeah, PJ Duke, another level. I mean, we're talking about somebody who's wrestling in Final X for a senior world team, arguably the #1 pound-for-pound wrestler, in the country, high school wrestler in the country, although that title does belong to Jax Forrest, but you can make an argument for PJ.
Both pretty good. Can't really have a wrong answer there. We're down to 20 to go as Duke's shutting it down with his chest lock.
Robideau trying to make something happen, but Duke again catches him in front headlock.
Robideau gives him a little club there before the whistle, showing he's not done yet. Duke's fine with just riding that one out. A 9-4 win for PJ Duke. He's back on the U20 World Team. Takes match 1.
PJ Duke.
Yep.
2 matches, 2 wins. You're back on the world team. Just take me through your matches, your series a little bit, the challenges he presented, and what got the job done for you.
Yeah, so wrestled Robideau, familiar opponent. Wrestled him at the Open. Knew it was going to be a hard hand fight. He's good in underhooks, good in inside ties, stuff like that. So I knew not letting him get to where he wants to be and winning the hand fight was going to be key. And that's what I did. So just keeping him, where I want to keep him. Basically won the match.
So I guess just talk about that opportunity now that you have going back to a world championship for you, and just what you think you need to do. You've got Final X coming up, obviously, so that's a hurdle that we'll talk about. But thinking about U20 Worlds, what's important for you to focus on to get on top of the podium?
Yeah, so definitely, I learned a lot from last year. That experience going out to Spain was pretty cool, and I learned a lot of stuff that I'm gonna use this year, and that's just experiences and bumps in the road, taking third. Not what I wanted to do, but at the end I learned a lot. So found out a lot about myself, and I'm really excited to get back there and do what I love, which is wrestling. So it's going to be an awesome opportunity to travel and, like I always say, represent the U.S. on my chest. So really excited about that.
So you've been in Vegas, World Team Trials here.
Yeah, really busy lately. So
now Final X in
really busy.
2 weeks. I mean, how are you holding up, and how do you prepare for that specifically?
Yeah, so I feel great. Body hasn't been too beat up, which is awesome. The weight is definitely getting easier to make than Vegas. Vegas was tough. Now it's kind of adjusting. My body's adjusting, so that's also really good. And I'm just super pumped. And it's always been a dream of mine to wrestle at Final X, and it's close to home. I'm gonna have a lot of support there, so I'm super excited.
Describe the difference between U20 competition and senior competition, because you've had them both close by here.
Yeah. So honestly, these guys I'm competing against U20 are all really solid. I think any of them can really do well at the senior level if they put their mind to it. And Robideau, all those guys, they're really solid. So I think they can do the same, make a statement at senior level if they really want to. And I think just this generation of wrestlers is so talented, and I'm glad to be a part of it because, growing up it was always tough wrestling against like Bassett and all those PA guys. And I think just us being such hard workers, we kind of elevated each other's game. And, we were always competing, like PA Gold was always competing against the New York team or the Jersey team, So just having that, level of difficulty in the duels and kind of just motivated us that we wanted to win. And I think it just helped all of us grow and helped America as a whole, having those youth teams. And now all these guys are coming up, and we're going to see how tough they are, really. So I think we're gonna make a shock, our generation. So
Did it feel like this could happen when you were going through it? Like you could have these kind of results for this youth movement?
Yeah, so we were always solid, and like myself, I was always bumping up and trying to be the best version of myself at youth tournaments. So I really thank my dad for that. He always pushed me really hard to, chase losses almost, and he wanted me to lose, where as most parents, they only want their kid to succeed. My dad wanted me to see that dark and experience failure. So I think that really helped me a lot. And like I said, I think just our generation pushed each other so hard that, we're getting our results now, and we're getting what we worked for. So it's awesome to see all these young guys going out and doing their thing and making a statement at the senior level.
Thanks.
Yep.